Good morning, it is Saturday and Parkrun day. I'm off to Kings Lynn again to see if I can better my time from last year. So at the end of 2024, the last Parkrun of the year, I managed 26 minutes 40. So I'm aiming to try and beat that and ideally get to 26:30, if not this week, then very soon. So I'll see you there in Kings Lynn and let's crack this and see what we can get done. Go! Sorry, we've just set off and already I'm bumping into people and people are stopping in front of me. It's quite bunched up here at the start. Usual gridlock at the beginning. And watch out for those lampposts in the middle, it's quite easy to bump into those too. Oh, swerve that second lamppost. Right, so I need to do about 8:30 miles today, maybe 8:31. So doing 8:25 now. Let me slow down a little bit, and I'll see you at a mile. This chap in the orange and blue top in front of me is in front of me for quite a while actually, for a couple of laps, and he seems to be doing about 8:30 mile pace, so I'm trying to keep up with him as much as possible. You can tell from my breathing I'm starting to work a bit harder and I'm not quite at the end of the first lap. We turn this corner here on the left and then we hit the 1 mile mark. Okay. See what this guy says at the mile mark.
8:37, 8:38.
Oh, it's too slow. 8:38. GPS goes all over the place on this course. I never know what I'm doing. We're now on the second lap, just coming up to the same part again where we're going to hit the 2 mile mark. Thank you. Coming up to the 2 mile mark. I think I'm exhausting myself.
17:08.
Thank you. 17:08. Bit slow. My breathing's getting quite laboured now, so I'm working even harder. Oh, I'll catch you and finish. Then at 3 miles. I'm really struggling now. Let's keep going. I'm working very hard now, as you can probably hear. I lost sight of the guy in the orange top, I think somewhere on the second lap. Don't even have the breath to thank the marshal on this particular lap. And nothing left but a finish. And overtaken by a really speedy little lad there too. Damn it. I've not done it. Normally takes me about a minute to get to the finish line from here, so it's not looking good. There are 3 men here trying to run together and I'm trying to overtake them, but I just can't get past them. Watch just bleep for the 3 mile mark and it's saying 26:02. Oh my god. But listen to that breathing, I'm maxing out now. Shit, I have nothing left. Please slow down. I peaked too early. I just cannot hold this pace and I have to slow down. I'm absolutely gutted. Alright, come on. Oh, it's going to be close. No. Keep running. Thank you.
Hold on, Mark.
I think 8:30 per mile is too fast for me right now. Jeez.
Whoops, that's up it. Well
Thank
done.
you. Right, what have we done? 141, position 141. I think I might just be just outside of my 2024 time, but let's see when we get the results. I can't even speak now. Oh, it's just warming up now after Parkrun. So let's do a bit of a debrief. Well, mile 1 was my slowest because there's a lot of congestion as usual near the start. So obviously it takes a little while for that to filter out. And I think my first mile was about 8 minutes 45 according to Garmin. Lap 2, mile 2 was a bit quicker than that. I think I'd almost caught up by then. I was about 8 seconds off according to the man that stands by the lamppost and gives you your mile split times, which is quite helpful. I think he said it was about 17:08. Mile 3 was where it started getting really hard. So I was hoping to go a bit faster and start sort of pulling back those 8 seconds just to get back to 8.5 minute miles. But I did actually find it too tough. My lungs just had nothing left to give, and I started to slow down on the bit, certainly the bit coming up to the finish line. So I'll put my splits on the screen anyway so you can have a look, but I did forget to turn off my Garmin. I did forget to stop it at the finish. I think I'd actually scanned my barcode before I'd realised that I hadn't turned my watch off. So there's a good, probably a good 2.5 minutes or so, I would imagine, before I actually realised. So ignore the total time on there. So I was going quite nicely. I managed to settle into a rhythm on the first lap of 8.5 minute miles, which was exactly target pace. And I was sort of coasting along at 8.5 minute miles. It felt fairly comfortable, a little bit, it wasn't sort of slow for me, but it was kind of comfortably hard, if you like. Second lap, it started to get a bit tougher, but I was still managing to keep the 8.5 minute miles there or thereabouts. Now there is an out and back section at Kings Lynn Parkrun where you go sort of round a lamppost, and that bit the GPS always messes up. I alluded to that in my video footage at Parkrun. So I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what pace I was doing. My watch kept saying I was doing 8:55 minute pace, and then it was saying I was doing 9:10 minute mile pace, which obviously was way off target. Now normally I listen to that and I speed up, but I knew it was wrong because I've been done Kings Lynn so many times now. I know the GPS goes odd there. So I just tried to sort of stick to the same comfortable pace. Definitely lap 2 was harder. I think by the time I did lap 3, I was really struggling a little bit. I had to pull it back a couple of times just to sort of get my breath back. So at the beginning of each lap, you got up a very slight slope. I really felt it on the third lap. I mean, it's nothing. It's almost flat, but I did really feel it for some reason. I'd obviously been working really hard. So I pulled it back a little bit there for a bit and then sort of settled back into 8.5 minute mile pace again. But when I came down, as I was heading sort of towards the 3 mile guy that tells you your time at the lamppost there, I just really struggled. I was just really struggling to keep pace, and I knew when he called out the time there that I wasn't gonna make it. I think he said, did he say 26 something? It was about 26. Normally I need probably getting on for a minute to get to the finish line from there. So I knew I wasn't gonna make it. So I don't know what time I did. I'm thinking it's under 27, I think. But the thing is with Kings Lynn, you get to the finish funnel and you think you're finished, and so you go to pause your watch only to realise that actually the finish is a few feet further forward. So when I looked at my watch getting into the finish funnel, I think I did about 26:41ish, which was off target. But then, so I started to slow down, then realised, oh God, yeah, that's not the finish, is it? So I had to sort of have another little spurt on. And I didn't look at my watch after that because I was too busy fumbling with the camera and trying to talk into the camera, and then I completely forgot to stop my watch. So I have my Parkrun text, which came through while I was on the train coming home. I haven't looked at it. I saw it come up on my Garmin. So let's have a look together now. And let's see what the official time was. Oh, so near yet so far. 26:47. Don't know if you can see that. $26.47. Bummer. Well, it wasn't as far away as I thought perhaps it was. I thought maybe it was more like 26:57. So yeah, I'm happy enough with that. I just need to really work on pacing. I'm not very good at pacing. Maybe 8 30-minute miles is a little bit too fast for me right now. I know I can do 8:40. Maybe I should be aiming next time for 8:35. I don't know. What do you think? How should I play it? I obviously seem to die on the last lap, so I think I'm just going out too fast. Maybe I'm not capable of 26.5 right now. Maybe 26:40 is the time that I'm more capable of. Maybe I need a bit more training. I'm not really training for it. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know. And what parkrun are you doing this week? Do you know any good ones that are fast and flat down sort of around the Norfolk, Suffolk, Cambridgeshire area that I can do? Let me know. Right, next week I'm not doing parkrun actually because I've got an appointment, and don't think I'm going to make it unless I do my local one. So we'll have a think about that, but probably not. I do need to get some longer runs in because I've got a 10k race in London in, I think it's 5 weeks tomorrow. So I need to sort of start doing a bit of longer stuff now. So maybe I'll film that next week, but in any case, there'll be a video up next week. In the meantime, happy running, guys. Take care. I will see you next week on the next video.